Hey KU fans, welcome back to KU Sports Extra here at KUsports.com with Tom Keegan, B Group?
B56.
B56.
Yeah.
I'm an A-lister, Matt Tate. We're waiting for our flight back to Kansas City and just drove up from Waco to Dallas after an 80-64 Kansas loss to Baylor. Tom, I don't think the loss itself was necessarily that surprising. Baylor almost beat this team in Lawrence, but the way it happened was a little surprising. Agreed?
Oh, yeah, I think the way it happened was surprising.
Yeah.
They scored 20 points in the first half. How
Right.
can you not be surprised by that? It started in warm-ups. You know, the first phase where they walk out onto the floor and get loose, and Marcus Garrett went up for a dunk, and as he's flailing after missing the dunk, he accidentally smacks Svi in the right eye with his hand. And he had a big shiner.
I don't mean to laugh, but isn't that the worst part about it? Like, if you make the dunk and come through
Right.
and you hit your teammate, that's one thing. But to miss it and then bang Svi's eye.
That was kind of an omen.
Right. And then
Yeah.
go out and get beat by 16. That was.
And so if you're going to do that, if you don't have Svi, who was 1 for 8,
Yeah.
0 for 6, and has been a little slumping today, it was clear the eye was bothering
Big
his
time.
shot. 'Cause
Big
he
time.
missed his first shot on the opposite side backboard, 3. He doesn't do that. So if he's not going to be playing, you have to have Newman and Vic play well, and Udoka stay out of foul trouble. None of that happened
None of
because Vic and Newman, it's like one of those two played well because they both played well in the second half. They were terrible in the first half, combined for 3 first-half points.
Amazing. 5 of 16 from Malik. He finished with 14 points, and so you look at that on paper and you think, 5 assists, no turnovers, 14 points.
Right.
He was okay. He wasn't, and he even said that. He said, anybody that saw the game knows I was terrible in the first
Right.
half.
And Graham's the only one who played well.
Maybe that's a good sign that at least he gets it. But look, Malik Newman on the bench, LaGerald Vick on the bench. Malik was a surprise benching today. Marcus Garrett started in his place. I don't think either of those guys is responding to this quote-unquote punishment of not starting.
7 is enough. If you stay out of foul trouble, 7's enough. But what only having 7-man rotation does is it doesn't enable you to use the playing time carrot and to punish guys, because when you only have 7, you got to play all 7.
Yeah.
So they don't fear being benched.
No, those two guys get benched. They're no longer starters, and they both played 32 minutes today. Kind of just sums up the whole day perfectly. Like you said, Graham was great, but he can't do it all himself. Svi said that after the game. We've got to find a way to help him because by himself, he can't win. KU next up goes to Iowa State on Tuesday on the road. The road's been a good thing for them.
Yep.
But today that kind of got nixed. What happens now? What are you expecting Tuesday night?
I'm expecting probably a close game, a tough game.
Yeah.
And in Kansas, I still will have my money on Kansas in any close game because
Money.
Yeah. Don't bet.
Right,
but
right.
If I had
Wanted
money,
to make that clear.
I wouldn't bet. But I don't, so
Yeah.
I don't.
On that note, we'll get out of here and we'll catch our flight back to cold Kansas. 80-64, Baylor knocks off KU, and KU's 8-4, 19-6 overall. It's getting really interesting for that 14th title in a row. We've got a lot of time left, but it's getting interesting.
It sure is.
For Tom Keegan, I'm Matt Tate. Thanks for checking out KU Sports Extra.